Hi everybody, Jeri Bellini here from Recycled Parts for Art, and yes, I was able to come back and do another vlog because my art space at the new house, we're in the new house now, is cleaned up enough that I could set my camera up. So I am in my YouTube corner back here in the corner of the room where I think I showed you on my studio tour where I was going to be sitting. And oh, by the way, we had serious problems with the internet, and I had to call the guy to come back because it didn't work back here. So it works back here now. I'm very happy, and I'm very happy to say that I'm in my art space at the little house, and I'm very, very happy about it. And the room is coming along, and I would have to say 98.9% of the stuff is already here. So when I'm at the big house, I'm at a loss as for something to do because all my stuff is here. So I really don't have a whole lot to show you this week, but I do have a couple things. So let's start with my little new love of these little stitch meditations. So I've been watching and she's not on YouTube, she's on Vimeo, Liz Kettle. And I watch it on my iPad. Anyhow, she does stitch meditation. And because of the enormity of what I'm doing, moving and packing, and some of you can relate to this, there's really no place to sit and do any art. So this is a good alternative. So anyway, getting back to Liz Kettle. So what she does is she cuts out, and I find her little videos very, very entertaining, soothing and entertaining. So she cuts out these little squares, which I did this morning. These are flannel, and they're 4x4 inch squares, and I don't know, there's quite a few of them here. She cuts out a whole bunch of those, and then she does, little slow stitching patches on them. And I thought, I can do this. What is it? A little tiny box it'll take up with a couple of needles and thread. And maybe I can do this at night because I've been sitting like a zombie watching TV, and I'm really kind of tired, but I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, oh, I wish I had something, just a little something to do. And I think this is going to fit the bill. So I wanted to show you that, and I want to show you that I found this box of scraps when I was moving, and these are little sample packs that were given to me by a friend of mine. He had a fabric store, and it closed, unfortunately, and he had all these different little fabric sample pieces. So I thought, this is perfect. These are tiny, my little 4-inch squares. It's like a match made in heaven. So this morning after I cut out, I can actually hold these up. This morning after I cut out the squares, I sat with a cup of coffee. Well, I have to show you the cup of coffee in a second. So I just sat, and she says don't take more than 3 minutes to lay out your fabrics. So I didn't, but I thought, I'm going to do a couple of them. And this way I'll stitch them tonight. Unless, I keep looking at them and I really feel like getting out my needle and thread and stitching them now. But I have to get this room done. So yeah, I have a goal to get this room done by the end of the week, because Brian is actually down in the bedrooms right now. He's painting. And when he's finished painting the bedrooms, we have 2 bedrooms, and the bathroom, then he's going to put the things in the closet, the rods and some shelving and stuff in the closet. Then I can start bringing my clothes over. We can't live here yet because the kitchen's not finished. We don't have any hot water, and we don't drink the water. So getting back to my coffee, I think I said coffee. I'm not drinking the water. It's well water, and we had it tested, and it's got a lot of nitrates. And so we're going to have a water system put on the sink. So meanwhile, when I come back and forth, because I'm back and forth every day now, I have to bring my water. And so I'll bring a coffee pot, whatever. Anyway, so this morning I come over, and I had a lot of things on my mind to bring over. One of the things I want to do today is sort and organize my sewing things. Anyway, okay, before I go on to that, so I had a lot of things on my mind. So when I was getting my bag ready that I'm lugging back and forth every day that's turning into a drag, I forgot the coffee cups. I brought the pot with the coffee and everything. And I came over and Bryce says, oh, I'm dying for a cup of coffee. And I looked around and I went, oh, darn. So I'm drinking mine out of a little jar today. He went in his truck and got an old to-go cup. You know, you got to do what you got to do when you're moving, all right? So anyhow, yeah, my mind, I'm scattered. You can see I'm scattered. My mind's all over the place. So I'm drinking coffee out of this, and today I want to get my sewing things organized. So behind me, you'll see I have IKEA carts. I have 4 of them. And I've been trying to decide what to put in them, and was I going to be able to use them? Was there going to be enough room? I had them in my other house, but there was just like not really enough room, and they wound up getting shoved in a corner so many times, and I couldn't get to them. So I decided to put one cart things for sewing, like my scissors, some pins, measuring tape, you know, maybe some of these slow stitch things, and I don't know what else. I am going to use one of my carts because I know we're always talking about how to organize our stuff. One of my carts I'm going to have mixed media, but when I say mixed media, I mean collage stuff. So I always wind up with all these little scraps, which we all do. I organized my scraps one day, and I love the way they're organized, and I'll show them to you. I put them in baggies by color, and they all fit in one box. I love it. But before I get to that point, so say you're working on a project, all right, and you have like a lot of little pieces of scrap, but you don't want to throw them out. They're vintage papers or they're colors you love, but you're not going to go over and stick them in the baggies right away. So I'm going to put one of those plastic shoebox things in my wheelie cart, and I'm just going to throw all the little scraps, and then every so often, this is the plan. Anyway, every so often then I'll put them in the baggies, or maybe I'll just use them. That would be awesome, because I plan on doing a lot of art now that I have this awesome space. So one of my carts will be for that, and I'll have like glue sticks and you know, the basics in there. And so I have 4 carts, so I'm trying to decide what to put in the other 2 carts. If you have any suggestions, if you use the IKEA Raskog carts and you know, you're happy with the way you use them, let me know how you use them. I put all my paints in the closet. I showed you that in my studio tour video, so I don't really want to fill one up with paint, I don't think. Anyway, I'm curious to see what you use your carts for. So I have this, you know, I'm just looking. I have this thing I wish I could show you, but I don't want to turn the camera. It'll make you sick. It's a 3-drawer thing, and it's got all kinds of metal pieces in it for my recycled stuff. Maybe I'll put some of that in a cart. Decisions. Anyway, it's fun, right, to organize your stuff? So while I was unpacking, I don't have a whole lot to show you. I think I said that already today, but I did find these, and I thought you might find this interesting. Maybe not. They're hangers that I made a while ago. So they're plastic, okay? They're those thick plastic hangers, and they don't have any notches up here for like the shoulder or whatever. So they're just solid plastic. They come in white and black. They come in colors too, but I think mine are white. Anyhow, what I decided to do, I thought they would look cute, is because I have like, you know, a bajillion fabric strips all over the place. So I decided to cover it with fabric strips. So I started here at the end, and I put a fabric glue, and, you know, just hold it with a clip for a few minutes till it really adheres. And then I just wound it. I just wound it, went down here, went all the way around, and then came back up here and then glued it. And then to cover to cover the glue, that's the back. So to cover the glue, what I did is I took a bunch of strips. I just thought these were so cute. And I just tied them all, so just, you know, just kind of makes it look cute. And these are going to go in my bedroom closet. And, you know, you can color coordinate them, or just, I made a couple of them. Yeah, it's a purple one. And they're really simple. But if anybody does want me to like show you in a YouTube video, just give me a shout. It'll take me 5 minutes. And they're just so cute. So they're great for, you know, things that are going to slide off real easy, because that happens to me, and then they're at the bottom of the closet. So I just thought they looked really cute and very recycling friendly. I recycle everything, as you know. So that's about it, guys. I don't have a whole lot to say because I'm not doing a lot of art, and I look a little crazy, and my hair is probably sticking out somewhere, and you'll have to forgive me. I don't really care about it at the moment, about combing my hair or putting makeup on or anything. I'm just focused on getting packed and unpacked. You know, before we go, I want to show you something that I found in my my art space at the big house that I totally forgot I had because it was tucked in a corner. And I'm going to show you. It's right here. Brian picked it up for me. Isn't it cool? It's a Remington, or it says Rem-Et. It's a Rem-Et typewriter. I have no idea if it works, but I thought it was just really pretty, and so I have it out sitting on my counter right over here, and it just I don't know, it's making me smile. It's making me happy. So that's about it. I'm going to get back to work. We have the puppy dogs with us every day now because I'm here all day long, and they don't want to be home alone, so they're over there sleeping. And I brought over a little doggy bed for them, so they're nice and cozy. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I know, boring. I did not forget, I wanted to tell you, I did not forget that I promised you 2 things. The quilt, we are going to do that as soon as I get cleaned up a little bit more, because we need, well, I need an ironing board out, an iron, and my sewing machine. So I will be doing that soon, and I really miss making art tutorials. There was okay, the other thing I promised and I didn't forget is we're going to do a live. Maybe next week. I will let you know for sure. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do my shop updates this week or not. You're going to have to kind of go with the flow with me for a while to like finish getting organized. And this move isn't like normal where you just move everything at once. This is like dragging out a little bit, so it's going to be a while. So I know you'll bear with me. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and I appreciate your support. I will hopefully see you next week, and I will let you know if we can do a live next week, or maybe it'll be the week after, but I'll definitely give you enough notice. All right. I hope everyone has a blessed day full of love and recycled art, and I will see you again soon. Bye.